As your consulting physician, I need to be direct. Stop eating specific fruits after 6 p.m. You won't feel the shift, and no symptom will warn you. But a chain reaction inside your arteries can already be underway, set off by a fruit you believed was healthy. From a cardiovascular and neurovascular standpoint, the most dangerous threats are rarely visible. They hide inside seemingly harmless choices, such as fruit. After the age of 60, natural sugars, potassium, and fruit enzymes do not behave the same way in your body as they did in your younger years. Today, I will expose what actually happens inside your bloodstream when these fruits are consumed at the wrong time. Once you cross the age of 60, your metabolism operates under a new biological rule set, whether you acknowledge it or not. Your kidneys no longer filter excess potassium with the same efficiency. Your pancreas cannot regulate sudden glucose spikes with former precision. Your blood vessels no longer expand and contract with youthful flexibility. When these three impaired functions intersect with medication, you slower nighttime circulation and dehydration during sleep, that healthy fruit can rapidly shift into a silent vascular stressor. That is why this session will be handled like a private consultation. We will review 6 common fruits, not just based on their nutritional profile, but based on timing, dosage, and interaction with age-related physiology. The objective is not to create fear, but to replace habit-driven consumption with controlled, informed action. As we go through this list, I want you to identify which of these fruits you currently consume regularly. Comment below. Your feedback gives clinical context. Stay until the end because the final 2 fruits have high-risk interactions with common senior medications, yet this issue is often ignored even in routine hospital visits. We begin now. Fruit number 1, overripe banana, a hidden surge of sugar and potassium. We begin with a fruit everyone trusts, the banana. It's easy to eat, tastes pleasant, and has long been promoted as a potassium-rich choice for heart support. That basic fact is correct, but for seniors, the same properties that make a banana convenient can quietly increase stroke risk, especially when eaten in an overripe state. You need to understand one critical factor: ripeness changes the banana's chemical impact on your body. As it ripens, the starch naturally present in the fruit rapidly converts into simple sugars, glucose and fructose. That is why an overripe banana tastes much sweeter. That sweetness is not harmless. It also means it carries a high glycemic index, which causes a rapid and forceful rise in blood sugar immediately after consumption. For seniors, that fast sugar surge creates 2 major problems. 1, sugar spike and vascular inflammation. Insulin response weakens with age. That means your body does not efficiently pull excess sugar out of the bloodstream. When you send a wave of sugar into your system through an overripe banana, you trigger acute inflammation throughout your blood vessels. Imagine forcing thick syrup through a fragile system of pipes. That internal pressure irritates the inner lining of the arteries feeding your brain. That irritation increases the risk of clot formation, the foundation of an ischemic stroke. 2. Potassium load and cardiac instability. A banana also delivers a dense hit of potassium. A young, healthy kidney can clear it efficiently. Aging kidneys do not perform at that level. Consume 2 overripe bananas in a morning smoothie, and your potassium can rise quickly. When the kidneys cannot clear it fast enough, hyperkalemia occurs, an overload of potassium in your blood. Even mild hyperkalemia interferes with the heart's electrical rhythm, pushing it into irregular patterns. An unstable heartbeat allows blood to stagnate in the heart chambers, form a clot, and send that clot directly to the brain, triggering a stroke. Consider the example of Margaret, 76, a retired librarian. She believed she was starting her mornings correctly with a smoothie made from 2 very ripe bananas. One morning, she woke up dizzy, her speech impaired. Diagnosis: a mild ischemic stroke. Her labs showed a severe sugar spike and dangerously elevated potassium. The sugar-induced inflammation and potassium-driven rhythm disruption combined to form a stroke-triggering condition, a textbook perfect storm. Bananas are not the problem. Uncontrolled consumption and poor timing are. You need to treat them as a controlled carbohydrate and potassium source, not a casual snack. Choose firmer bananas. Select bananas that are still solid, mostly yellow with light green near the stem. These retain more resistant starch and release sugar slower. Control quantity. Limit yourself to half a banana per serving, not 1 or 2 whole bananas in a single sitting. Always pair, never eat alone. Do not consume bananas on an empty stomach. Combine with protein or healthy fat, walnuts, almond butter, or a piece of cheese to blunt the sugar release. Avoid night consumption. Do not eat bananas late at night when both metabolism and kidney filtration are at their lowest efficiency. Fruit number 2, grapes. The deceptive sugar bombs. Next, let's turn our attention to grapes. They appear so light, innocent, and completely harmless, don't they? They are tiny, sweet, and refreshing, making it effortless to consume a large, uncounted bowlful without a second thought. But for any individual over the age of 60, grapes, especially, the popular sweet seedless varieties, can be one of the most deceptive fruits when the goal is to successfully manage stroke risk. The inherent danger lies in their exceptionally high glycemic load. While a single grape is small, they are essentially pure sugar wrapped in a tiny, effortless-to-consume package. When you eat a handful, particularly on an empty stomach, that rapid rush of glucose and fructose hits your bloodstream with incredible velocity. As we've already established with advancing age, our insulin response becomes sluggish. That sudden intense sugar spike doesn't just grant you a quick burst of energy. It unleashes a devastating cascade of inflammatory responses inside your delicate blood vessels. This persistent low-grade inflammation is the root cause of atherosclerosis, the hardening and narrowing of your arteries. Furthermore, sugar molecules can chemically attach to proteins in your blood in a process known as glycation-generating harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGs. These AGs make your artery walls stiff and brittle, and they actively promote the formation of blood clots. You will not feel this silent damage happening. It is an insidious, unnoticeable process. But day after day, that seemingly innocent bowl of grapes contributes to the slow, steady accumulation of damage until a small clot is all it takes to fatally block a critical blood vessel in the brain. This is precisely what happened to Mrs. Evelyn Morris, a 79-year-old retired music teacher. She loved her mid-morning routine of reading while enjoying a large bowl of red grapes, sincerely believing she was doing everything right for her health. Then one day she noticed her hand trembling while writing a birthday card. A few minutes later, she couldn't recall how to spell the word congratulations. It was a TIA, a mini-stroke. Her blood sugar had violently spiked, and her lab work showed elevated inflammatory markers she was completely unaware of. The brain-saving solution. You are still permitted to enjoy grapes, but they must be treated with the respect you would give a candy, not an unlimited health food. Portion control is everything. Limit yourself to a small handful, which is approximately 10 to 12 grapes, not an entire large bowl. The power of pairing. Just as with bananas, never eat grapes in isolation. Pair them with a handful of almonds, a few cubes of cheese, or some plain Greek yogurt to significantly slow down that sugar rush. Avoid nighttime snacking. Never eat grapes immediately before bed. Your body requires stable blood sugar and minimal inflammation while you sleep to repair itself, not a damaging sugar spike that promotes vascular injury. Did this information about sugar and inflammation surprise you? Many individuals mistakenly only associate stroke with fat and cholesterol, but sugar is a major yet often overlooked culprit. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. And stick with me, as the very next fruit on my list contains a powerful natural enzyme that can have a shocking adverse interaction with one of the most common medications prescribed to seniors. Fruit number 3, pineapple, the triple threat of enzyme, sugar, and acid. Let's proceed to a tropical favorite, the pineapple. That sweet, tangy bite can instantly evoke the feeling of a vacation. But for older adults, especially those who are currently taking specific medications, pineapple can present a triple threat that substantially elevates the risk of stroke. Threat number 1, the bromelain effect. Pineapple contains a potent enzyme called bromelain. While bromelain is often celebrated in the wellness community for its anti-inflammatory and digestive benefits, what is frequently omitted is that bromelain has a significant direct impact on blood clotting. If you are one of the millions of seniors who take a prescribed blood thinner, such as warfarin Coumadin, or even a daily aspirin for cardiovascular health, ingesting a large quantity of pineapple can dangerously amplify the effect of your medication, potentially leading to an unsafe bleeding risk. This dramatically escalates the danger of a hemorrhagic stroke, a brain bleed which is frequently more devastating and difficult to recover from than a clot-based stroke. Threat number 2, the sugar load. Like grapes and ripe bananas, pineapple is intrinsically very high in sugar, with an undeniable high glycemic index. Consuming it particularly after your evening meal, when your body is naturally winding down, floods your bloodstream with sugar. This high level of sugar circulates for hours while you sleep, creating inflammation and immense stress on your blood vessels at a time when your body should ideally be in a state of rest and repair. Threat number 3, the acidity. Pineapple is one of nature's most acidic fruits. For many older adults whose digestive systems have become more sensitive, this intense acidity can silently trigger acid reflux at night. Even if you don't feel a classic burning sensation of heartburn, this reflux can cause tiny microscopic amounts of stomach acid to enter your airway while you sleep. Aspiration leading to inflammation and a dangerous drop in blood oxygen levels. This condition, medically known as nocturnal hypoxia, has been directly and repeatedly linked to an increased risk of early morning strokes. Allow me to share the case of Mrs. Clara Hughes, 77. To maintain her health, she enjoyed a few slices of fresh pineapple after dinner each night as a substitute for dessert. One morning she awoke dizzy and completely unable to walk straight. Scans confirmed a small stroke that had compromised her balance and memory. Her doctors identified a confluence of factors. Her blood sugar was elevated, her blood clotting factors were dangerously low due to an interaction with her medication, and specialized tests showed signs of severe oxygen drops during her sleep. The pineapple was the common denominator for all 3 issues. The brain-saving solution. Enjoy pineapple, but practice moderation and early consumption. Mindful portions. If you love pineapple, eat it in very small portions, a few chunks, not large copious slices, and always earlier in the day. Check with your doctor or pharmacist. If you are on any blood-thinning medication, you must ask your doctor if it is safe for you to eat pineapple. Never eat before bed. Never, under any circumstances, eat pineapple immediately before bed. To avoid the combined risks of both the sugar spike and the acid reflux, make it a strict personal rule to never eat pineapple within 3 to 4 hours of going to sleep. Fruit number 4, watermelon. The misleading hydrator. Watermelon is the quintessential summer fruit. It's light, incredibly juicy, and composed of over 90% water. Everyone assumes it's the perfect, simple way to stay hydrated. But for older adults particularly, those who are on common prescribed medications, watermelon can be quietly and dangerously misleading. Here is the critical piece of medical information most people fail to realize: watermelon functions as a potent natural diuretic. It contains high levels of an amino acid called citrulline, which the body converts into arginine, a precursor to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels, a positive effect, but it also dramatically increases blood flow to the kidneys, significantly boosting urine production. Now consider the typical senior situation. Many are already taking prescribed diuretics, commonly called water pills, for conditions like high blood pressure or heart failure. If you consume a large serving of watermelon in the evening, especially after taking your medication, you are creating a powerful compounding diuretic effect. You could be setting yourself up for significant overnight dehydration. What are the consequences? As you lose fluid while you sleep, your overall blood volume drops and your blood becomes thicker and more viscous. This thickened blood dramatically increases the probability of a clot forming, especially in the narrow aging arteries of the brain or heart. This is made worse by the fact that your blood pressure naturally dips to its lowest point during deep sleep. This specific combination of thick, sluggish blood and low blood flow pressure creates the absolute perfect conditions for a silent ischemic stroke to occur while you are resting. Mr. Howard Lynn, 82, learned this the hard way. He would enjoy 2 large slices of watermelon after dinner, thinking he was staying hydrated. One morning, he collapsed while attempting to stand. At the hospital, his lab work showed clear signs of severe dehydration and thickened blood, and a scan confirmed he'd had a small stroke. The watermelon, combined with his prescribed diuretic medication, had dangerously tipped the balance, lowering his fluid levels to a critical point overnight. The brain-saving solution. Enjoy watermelon. Earlier in the day. Like most fruits on this list, consume it in strict moderation, and earlier in the day, never as a late-night snack. Be medication aware. If you are currently on any diuretic medication, you must consult with your doctor before making watermelon a regular habit. Watch for signs of dehydration. Be hyper-aware of subtle symptoms like a perpetually dry mouth, morning dizziness, or feeling persistently off balance when you wake up. Do not simply dismiss these whispers from your body. They could be telling you that your fluid balance is critically off. Fruit number 5, oranges and grapefruit. The medication saboteurs. A glass of orange juice with breakfast feels like the classic, most innocent, healthy choice. But here is a piece of information that most seniors were never told by their prescribing physicians. Oranges, and especially their potent cousin grapefruit, can quietly interfere with the most common medications you take, turning a safe therapeutic dose into a potentially dangerous one. The primary concern is not just the sugar, although a glass of juice can still spike your blood sugar rapidly. The genuine danger originates from a specific class of natural compounds called furanocoumarins. These compounds are found in high concentrations in grapefruit, and to a lesser extent in Seville oranges, often used in marmalade and certain baked goods. Furanocoumarins are powerful inhibitors of a critical enzyme in your liver and intestines, known as cytochrome P450 3A4 CYP3A4. Think of CYP3A4 as your body's primary medication processing and detoxification plant. It is directly responsible for breaking down and clearing nearly 50% of all prescription drugs. This extensive list includes many of the most common statins used to lower cholesterol, like Lipitor and Zocor calcium channel blockers used for high blood pressure, like Norvasc, and even some anti-clotting drugs. When you consume grapefruit or its juice, these compounds essentially shut down this crucial processing plant. The terrifying result is that your medication is not broken down and cleared from your body as it should be. Instead, it builds up in your bloodstream to potentially toxic levels. A blood pressure pill you've taken safely for years could suddenly become too powerful, causing your blood pressure to crash and leading to dangerous falls or poor blood flow to the brain. A statin drug could build up drastically, increasing the risk of severe muscle damage and other systemic side effects. The stability of your entire medication regimen is thrown into chaos, dramatically increasing your overall stroke risk. The brain-saving solution: avoid grapefruit completely. If you are currently taking any statin calcium channel blocker or several other common heart medications, my professional advice is to avoid grapefruit and grapefruit juice entirely. Be cautious with other citrus. While oranges contain fewer of these compounds, it is a wise practice to separate their consumption from your medication time. Do not use orange juice to wash down your pills. Always ask your pharmacist. Your pharmacist is your single best ally here. When you pick up any new prescription, ask them a simple, direct question. Are there any food or drink interactions I should know about with this medication, specifically with grapefruit? This is critically important information, and if you are on medication, you must take this seriously. Now, if that made you seriously rethink your morning routine, wait until you hear about our final fruit. It's a sweet tropical treat that carries a double danger of high sugar content and the exact same medication interference risk. Fruit number 6, mangoes, the sweet deceiver. Our final fruit is the mango. It is soft, incredibly juicy, and possesses an appealing natural sweetness. It feels like a luxurious, healthy reward. But if you are over 60, especially if you are actively managing your blood sugar or taking essential medications, the mango might be doing far more harm than good. First, let's address the sugar factor. A ripe mango is one of the highest sugar fruits available. A single cup of sliced mango can contain nearly 23 grams of sugar. That sugar hits your bloodstream with force, creating that intense, damaging inflammatory response in your arteries that we have discussed throughout this consultation. For anyone with pre-diabetes or established diabetes, a condition that itself is a massive stroke risk factor. This kind of sugar load is particularly dangerous. But beyond the sugar, mangoes contain a compound called mangiferin. While this compound can offer some health benefits, it can also interfere with your liver's ability to process medications, particularly those that rely on the same cytochrome P450 enzyme system we just talked about with citrus fruits. Therefore, if you are taking certain heart or cholesterol medications, a daily mango habit could cause those drugs to build up in your system, leading to unexpected and potentially dangerous side effects. Mr. William Booker, 83. A retired firefighter decided to eat clean by replacing his evening cookies with dried mango slices. He was also on medication for atrial fibrillation. After only a few weeks, he started waking up perpetually lightheaded. One morning, he collapsed. At the hospital, scans showed a mild stroke, and blood tests revealed that his medication levels were abnormally high, despite him taking the correct dosage. The culprit was the concentrated mango, which had critically slowed his liver's ability to process the drugs. The brain-saving solution. Mango is a treat, not a staple. If you enjoy mango, think of it strictly as a dessert. Eat only a few small bites, not an entire fruit. Avoid dried mango. Dried fruits are a highly concentrated source of sugar. It is best to avoid dried mango entirely. Pair it and time it. As with all other high-sugar fruits, eat it earlier in the day and always pair it with a source of protein or fat to effectively slow down the sugar absorption. Doctor's consultation. And most importantly, if you are taking any prescriptions for your heart, blood pressure, or cholesterol, you absolutely must talk to your doctor before making mango a regular part of your diet. We have just comprehensively reviewed 6 surprising fruits: overripe bananas, grapes, pineapple, watermelon, specific citrus varieties, and mangoes. You might understandably be feeling a little uncertain about what foods are truly safe, and that is completely acceptable, because recognizing these potential risks is the first most powerful step toward protecting your brain and your future. This entire consultation is not about creating a paralyzing fear of fruit. Fruit is a wonderful, essential part of a healthy diet. This is about fostering a new, wiser awareness. It's about understanding that as your body inevitably changes, your nutritional strategy must intelligently change with it. A food that was purely beneficial to you at 30 can become a silent, compounding risk at 70, especially when combined with medication or underlying health conditions. The key message here is not avoidance, but wisdom. Smaller portions, eating fruit earlier in the day, pairing it intelligently with protein and fats, and most importantly, maintaining an open and honest dialogue with your doctor and pharmacist about how your current diet interacts with your medications. Your brain, your heart, and your precious independence are worth protecting with this new level of mindfulness. If this video helped you rethink your choices, please show your support by giving it a like and sharing it with a friend who might benefit from this critical information. And I truly want to hear from you in the comments. Which of these fruit risks genuinely surprised you the most?